Hello, good evening. Welcome to our health awareness talk. This is Coach FO, and this is at the Higher Health View. Tonight, we are talking about how to use detoxification in the prevention and management of high blood pressure naturally. So, I thank all our friends joining us live. This is our first YouTube live, and I look forward to it excitingly. And this is a topic that is very important to me. When I was 13, my mom was diagnosed to have diabetes. And by the time I was 16, she had developed complications of diabetes. She died of heart attack right in my hands. I was 16 in the hospital by 10 minutes to 12 in the midnight. And I tell you, it was not a pleasant experience and I never recovered from it. But what lesson did I learn from that? All sicknesses can be prevented, all sicknesses can be managed. Most sicknesses can be managed, and we can actually intentionally decide to live a great and a good life. So, we are here tonight to talk about how to use detoxification. So I'll start by explaining hypertension, explain detoxification, and then we move on from there. Hypertension is what happens when the blood pressure of a normal adult is more than 120/80 mmHg. That's how we measure it using the sphygmomanometer. And when that is done, you need to take note. The normal is 120/80, but as we age, it can go up and still be regarded as normal. And so, how do we develop high blood pressure and how can we prevent it? The black race is genetically prone to high blood pressure. And because of that, we must also be extra careful more than every other races. The risk factors include the ethnicity, that's the genetic, the race, includes stress, includes our lifestyle and diet, and all of that. So, if we can look into all those things, then we can also prevent. So, one of the ways to really prevent is detoxification. And why is that? On a day to day basis, we accumulate toxins in our system, both from air pollution, from the food we eat, environmental factors, exhaust from cars, exhaust from generators for those of us that live in the third world nation, and then the type of food we eat, the time we eat, whether one is obese or not, all of those factors contribute to the development of high blood pressure. So we're now saying there are many ways to prevent, which includes diet and all of those things. But tonight we're looking at detoxification as one of the methods to prevent and manage high blood pressure. Naturally, by our makeup, we have some organs in our body that helps with this process of detoxification naturally. So you look at the liver, we have one liver, we have two kidneys, one on the left side, one on the right side of the abdomen. We have the lungs, they are involved in detoxification. We have the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system runs parallel to the circulatory system. We have the skin. Actually, the skin is the largest organ of excretion. So, when you sweat, you are going through detoxification process. So, it's one of the organs that we use. And then we have the digestive tract. We normally call it the gastrointestinal tract, or we just call it the gut. Now, the gut is the second brain, is our brain, the brain that does the dirty works. So the gut is where the main issue is, because that is the main place where we retain toxins. And what are toxins? You may be wondering. Let me tell us a story or make something in comparison. In the house, we normally have the garbage bin, usually outside the house. We fill it up little by little. we have waste from the kitchen, we have waste from household use and all of that. And then we pack this outside. Thank you for joining, Zoro. I can see your chat. You know, we pack the garbage full, and then the garbage van, did not come around. And so we continue to pack it. We didn't bother. And then the stench starts coming out. And with that, at the time, the stench will be perceived right inside the house. And you know what will be there? Maggots and all kinds of insects will find abode there. That's the same thing that happens in the body. Because after a few weeks, the smell of the garbage is so bad that you can even smell it inside the house. So that's the picture of what happens in your body when you take in toxins but don't get rid of them. Your body has waste management systems that keep you healthy when they function properly. But like a city that neglects its trash removal, your body can eventually become overwhelmed with toxins. That's what we mean by being toxic. When the body is filled with toxins, every disease grows from there. The gut is made up, contains 70% of our immune system. So the immune system, the body is wired to fight for itself. That's why you have the immune system there. But when the same place is filled up with toxins, then the body immune system breaks down. The body cannot fight for itself. There's fatigue, there's tiredness, because the body is not functioning well. So all of this contributes to the reason why accumulation of toxins can lead to the development of high blood pressure, just like every other disease can grow with the accumulation of toxins. So why should we detoxify? You know, the liver does detox. You know, once a while, once a time, someone asked me a question and said, okay, if I have my liver and I have my 2 kidneys, why do I need to bother to detoxify the system? And I said, do you know we overwhelm those organs? They can only work at a particular pace. But if you know what we are exposed to now, you will know that we need to help our body to rid itself of toxins. In the olden days, if you still go to the village, they breathe unpolluted air. I lived in an estate in Ibadan a few years ago where the estate is within an industrial, it has both industrial and residential areas. And we will just wake up in the morning and see soapy substances on all the cars, on the balconies. What does that tell you? That we were inhaling polluted air. If you live in a city like Port Harcourt, for instance, if you come out of your house in the morning, just put your hand on your balcony rails and you will see soot, dark particles from, side effects of when they are trying to refine petroleum. You have soot all over the town. So every day we are exposed to environmental toxins. Exhaust from the generator. Imagine that you use generator in your house and you live in a block of 4 flats. And you live on a street where everybody is using generator. So every day, everybody body is inhaling this toxic air. So these are the things that have exposed us unnecessarily. And then the food we eat filled with toxins. There's a lot of chemicals, fertilizers in our farming system, in the processing of the food we eat. Many of us don't even read the labels of the food that we eat. So we have so much going on the inside. So as a result of the digestion of food, we have toxins, we generate toxins. And all of these are, retained in the gut. You've heard them say death begins in the colon. The colon is the large intestine. It's a 24 feet long tube, long and winding. So when they say he has tummy, he has a big tummy, what is there is that the large intestine that has the capacity to distend has filled up the abdomen. So that is where toxins are majorly kept. And because of that accumulation of toxins, all sorts of diseases start from there, including hypertension. So the reason why detoxification will help in prevention of hypertension is once we keep a clean gut, once we don't allow toxins to be accumulated in our system, we overcome the development of every disease. In fact, I will tell you gladly, if you don't know before now, you need to know that detoxification is the secret to slowing down the aging process. It's also the secret to the wellness journey. You are aging, you're growing old without aging. It's detoxification that can help you to achieve that. So we're going to be talking about how to live a lifestyle that detoxification is part of what you do every day. So there's air pollution, there's toxins from food, there are toxins from metals. There are metals, especially when you have people working in industries, people working with auto mechanic and all sorts of engines. There are metals being released, and so all of that can cause that. And then there's an epidemic of hypertension. It's surprising to know that 44% of men now have high blood pressure. And it's alarming to know that the younger men are now having it more. We now have guys in their 20s already having high blood pressure. And once you start and you start taking the antihypertensive drugs, then there is problem. Because the antihypertensive drugs are meant to relax all the muscles in the body, including the male reproductive organ. And when that happens, erectile dysfunction starts. It becomes difficult to achieve erection. And so these guys are still young. Some are not yet even married, and some are already married. And so they're now looking for aphrodisiacs to bring about erection. So the problem is what a lot of people don't know. On one hand, you're using antihypertensives to instruct every muscle in the body to relax, including the heart, including the blood vessels, including the male reproductive organ. And now you're taking aphrodisiacs, chemical substances, to instruct the heart to pump, to constrict again and pump blood to the penis. So you're giving two contradictory instructions inside one body. So you suddenly see a lot of people dying in their sleep because the body would not know what to do. On one hand, you're saying relax, on the other hand, you're saying constrict. So it's alarming. It's alarming. We need to educate as many people as we can. It is alarming. And so we recommend that we detoxify. as a means of preventing high blood pressure. And for those who already have it, oh, I tell you, you will manage it well. You will manage it well because when you detoxify, you get rid of the cholesterol deposition in your blood vessels. And once the blood vessels are clean, blood will flow freely, and then the blood pressure will go down. That's how it works. And it's a very simple system, and then we use natural methods to help you. Dietary approach is part of it. What are you eating? I love to talk a lot about what we eat because many people are eating to die, not eating to live. Especially when you're still eating red meat, goat meat, cow meat, all of those oils that will make deposition in the blood vessels. Because one of the causes of hypertension is arteriosclerosis. That's the deposition of plaque inside the blood vessels. Now the blood vessels are narrow, so each of us carry 5 liter volume of blood that the heart is the pumping machine to ensure that this blood is pumped around the body. But when you know deposit plaque, then you're reducing the space, the lumen through which blood should flow. And so the heart has no option than to pump at a higher rate. That's the cause, one of the major causes of high blood pressure. So when we do detoxification, we clean out the blood vessels. Once the blood vessels are clean, then the pressure at which the heart will pump blood reduces. So that is one way. Watch what goes into your mouth. Yoruba people will say "Atenujem payan." What you eat is very important. So in some of our other videos, you will hear us talk a lot about food. You need to eat more of food that will easily digest. It takes averagely 4-5 hours for you to digest each cooked meal. And so it's advisable not to eat 3 times a day once you're over 30, because the rate at which you break down food slows down. That's the basic metabolic rate. So you want to eat between the windows of 12 noon and 6 p.m. So your lunch can be between 12 noon and 1 p.m. and your second meal can be between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. Once it's after 6, please take fruits or herbal teas, things that will easily digest before you go to sleep. If you eat less than 4 hours before sleep, it's likely that your sleep will be disturbed. One of the major causes of high blood pressure is also insomnia. So you see that everything is tied together. Everything is tied together. You must be properly hydrated. Every day, we lose a minimum of 3 liters of water. So there's a need for you to drink minimum of 3 liters of water per day. Whichever water you're drinking, the alkaline water is better, because in an acidic medium, it's easy for diseases to grow. So when your water is alkaline, it's better. So read the label on the water you're drinking. The best pH is the 7.78 pH balance. That's what gives you the ideal state of the water you want to drink. So please drink water, but do not drink water with food. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is drink water. But please do not drink cold water. When you drink cold water, it slows down the process of digestion. So you want to drink water that is not cold. All you want to do in the morning is help your body to eliminate all the waste from yesterday. So be properly hydrated, because even when you do exercise, you need to sweat. Your pores will open, sweat will come out. Your sweat carries toxins. That's why when you taste your sweat, it's salty. The sweat carries toxins. You want to exercise to aid digestion, to aid movement, to aid sweating. I told you one of the biggest the biggest organ of excretion is your skin. So that's why if you use things that will not allow your skin to breathe, that is poisonous. Like you need to use roll-on that does not contain acid instead of using antiperspirant. Antiperspirant blocks your pores. And remember, I mentioned the lymphatic system. There's a node under your armpit that needs to breathe out waste. So you want to use roll-on that will not clog your pores so that sweat will come out through the skin. That's one way to detoxify. You need to sleep well. When you sleep well, it's called beauty sleep. Your body rejuvenates itself, repairs itself using the nutrients gotten from the food you ate during the day. The ideal time to go to bed is 10 p.m. and you can wake up by 5. You will sleep naturally without having to be dependent on sleeping pills. What are the, you want to be intentional about detoxification. I usually recommend that people do detox every 3 months. You want to do detox every 3 months. So, how intentional can you be? There's something called colonic irrigation, colonic cleansing. There are holistic centers where you can do that. They use water. Some other also uses coffee enema to flush out the gut through the anus. They just use clear water. You see the water going in, it will take like 4 days. You see the water going in, and you see all the impacted poo coming out. By the third day, you see that the water is clearer, and by the fourth day, it's clean. Those 4 days, you will not eat cooked food. You will just be taking fruits and probably salads without cream. And all you want to do is aid digestion and get rid of poo, any remnants that will be flushed out. There is a product called the aloe vera gel. I've been drinking that for 23 years. I'm sure you know the aloe vera plant. There are over 400 species of that plant. The best of the breed is called the Aloe barbadensis miller. I started drinking it in August 2000, and this is the bottle. This is called the Forever Aloe Vera Gel from the stables of the Forever Living Products, an American company founded 45 years ago. The gel is natural and it has been naturally preserved by Forever. They own the patent, and that's why you will not just find it anywhere. It's distributed in 160 countries. Forever owns the aloe plantation in 4 different locations, growing only the aloe barbadensis miller, over 50 million plants. They harvest it manually, process it and stabilize it, and then bottle it and ship it around the world. So it's accessible in 160 countries. Just ask me for yours. Even if all you do is start by drinking one bottle, it's a 1 liter bottle, you can drink it for 1 month. 2 tablespoonfuls first thing every morning. Number one, the number one function of the aloe vera gel is detoxification. So all the toxins you accumulated yesterday, when you drink the gel this morning, you drink water with it to help it go around the body, and then the detox process starts. As long as we are eating every day, as long as we are inhaling here every day, we must detoxify every day. Two, the aloe gel also boosts your immune system, helping your body to fight for itself. The aloe is an adaptogen, so it adapts to whatever your body needs to do. Three, it rejuvenates all your body organs, including the heart. The heart is a pumping machine, it's just the size of your fist, but it works so hard. The heart beats 72 times per minute. So that's 72 times 60 minutes in 1 hour, and then 24 hours every day, 365 days a year. I'm 55 now. So imagine how many times my heart has beat. So we need to help the heart to function well. So you need the tonic that can rejuvenate your heart. Don't wait until the heart starts to complain. No. High blood pressure involves the whole circulatory system. So the blood vessels, the arteries and the veins, and the heart. And then we have these tiny capillaries. One of the symptoms of high blood pressure is when you have nose bleeding. With nose bleeding, it means that the pressure at which the heart is pumping the blood is too much for the capillaries, and the burst, and there's bleeding. So don't wait until any part of the body starts to malfunction. All of that can be prevented when you focus on detoxifying every day. So we drink the aloe every morning. First thing in the morning, you can make it 6 a.m. and then you drink water. When you wake up in the morning, you want to drink like 500 mils of water straight away with your 2 tablespoons of aloe. Some of us drink 1 liter every 3-4 days. But if you are just starting, yes, start with 1 gel per month. 1 bottle for daddy, 1 bottle for mommy. We will not have to run helter skelter because we're already preparing our body for aging. And you will age gracefully once your organs are not wearing out so fast. We have a special detox program that's a 9-day program. Now, if you're outside Nigeria, we have the 4-day program. If you're in the US or in the UK, we call it the DX4 pack. In 4 days, you will lose a minimum of 5 kg of bad fat. So you will feel lighter, your energy level will increase, you will sleep better, you will increase your productivity because your mental alertness will increase, and thereby increasing your profitability. If you're in Nigeria, we do the 9-day detox. We call it the C9 pack. I tell you, I do it every 3 months. And that's what most of our clients that we work with also do. In the 9 months, in the 9 days, you recreate yourself. Anybody that sees you will see your skin glowing. You will feel like there will be bounce in your steps. The stairs that you were not able to climb before, I tell you, you will climb it. And you will perform better in bed. And your wife will say, "Sir, what's up?" Because you will know that something has happened for good in your body. So when we talk about the 24-hour body cycle, we're talking about you not taking cooked food between 6 p.m. of today and 12 noon of tomorrow. That's an 18-hour gap. So in the morning after your gel, then take fruit smoothies or juices and all of that, but no cooked food. Why? Your body wants to eliminate from 4 a.m. till about 10, 11. Help your body to get rid of wastes. Once that is done, I tell you, after the first 1 month, you will tell me thank you. So, to order for your aloe vera gel, your DX4 pack, or your C9 pack, simply send me a message. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Heil Healthville 1. That's our YouTube channel. And you will be getting loads of information just like this. For about 2 months, we were talking about prostate, and we have lots of short videos and long videos on our YouTube channel saved ready for you. Please share this information with your friends. Join us to reduce the hypertension epidemic. It's global. All our black brothers all over the world we need to restore our men. And it starts by adjusting our lifestyle, being health conscious, eat right, drink water, sleep well. All of this contributes to being healthy, preventing and managing high blood pressure for those who already have it. Thank you very much for joining this live program. We look forward to having you again next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. West African time. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Thank you and God bless.